All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Tennis Zone with Adam and another live stream and coverage of the Australian Open 2026. Um, this is going to be another great quarterfinal, and it is actually going to be another great quarterfinal. Yes, we are having the second quarterfinal. I'm just going to give a preview on both players. You guys are aware, both top 10 players. PEGULA has been in the top 10 for many years, and ANISIMOVA, after a great comeback, the last 12, 14 months, is back into the top 10, 4 titles, PEGULA 9 titles. Um, and then just going quickly through some season statistics. Like I mentioned earlier on a tweet, in terms of their service game or serving game, they pretty kind of similar, even though PEGULA kind of doing much better with the serving in terms of aces. Yes, a couple more double fault. First serve percentage one, though, it's, kind of similar, maybe a little edge toward Anisimova. And then looking at the first, second serve percentage, etc., and the break points, um, kind of all similar, even though Anisimova has more conversion toward the break point, which is really the success conversion rate, what matters most. The return game, Anisimova has a better returning game, but that's the overall statistic and not specifically, I mean, for 2026 statistics and not necessarily for the Australian Open, because the returning game has been actually much better if you look at just the performance based on the Australian Open and not the whole season. Anyway, this is going to be a great match. So the match is starting in about an hour or something. We'll give more review by that time, go through more details. Lost 5 matches. The only two-player Anisimova lost to is Sabalenka and Kostuk. And interestingly enough, because the only player she lost to is Kostuk. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome again to the Tennis Zone with Adam. Appreciate you supporting the channel and showing up another live stream. So, another great quarterfinal in the horizon between two top 10 players. And it's the one before lost on the women's side. Iga Świątek, the world number 2 from Poland, 24 years old with 6 Grand Slam, 26 titles, taking on Elena Rybakina, who's coming back great this season, having a great season so far. Award number 5, 26 years old from Kazakhstan, 11 title including one Grand Slam, Wimbledon. Head to head is 6-5. Iga leads. Iga leads big time though on hard court, 4-2. Interestingly enough, Rybakina leads more on the clay, 2-1. But if we go actually total hard court, including fast hard court, Iga leads 5-3, which is going to be a really interesting match because we know Iga loves clay but also loves a hard court. Time spent on court pretty similar, no big difference there. And in terms of winning streak, not bad, 7-2 Iga, 6-1 Rybakina, so kind of similar. In terms of their most recent matches, really, they played multiple times in 2025. They played 4 times on hard court, 1 time on clay. And interestingly enough, all the hard court matches went toward Iga Świątek, except the most recent one, which is not far away, like 2 months ago at the WTA Finals in Riyadh, where Rybakina ended up bageling Iga. That match went 3-6, 6-1, 6-love. And that's why you take the hit-to-hit sometimes with a grain of salt. It's not always accurate. It's not always reliable. You got to take into account recent performance and especially how players are performing during this tournament. Whether it's confidence, determination, physique, fitness, if they made changes and adjustment to their game in the off-season, serve, etc. So you can see what Rybakina did in the WTA Finals. But again, we know Iga wasn't in a good place during that time, so maybe that's a factor, maybe that's not. Now, their route to here, Rybakina, both of them has reasonable route. They really haven't faced big or major challenge yet. That's pretty much their first major challenge in this tournament. Rybakina went through Kaja Jovan, first round, Gricieva, second round, straight set, Valentova, also straight set, third round, and then Mertens in the fourth round, all smooth sailing for Rybakina. For Świątek, Yuan, Boskova, Kalinskaya, and in English, also is pretty much, for the most part, I would say, a smooth sailing for Świątek, except with Kalinskaya was a little trouble there. So they have not been tested. This is really going to be their big test. We know Iga have trouble with hard hitters, and especially when it comes to Rybakina, who is one of the top 3 really very aggressive hard-hitting players. Predictions. The prediction, they have it, Świątek in 3 sets. I will tell you. The one who made it to Australian Open finals is Rybakina in 2023, and she lost to the champ, Sabalenka, who won it twice. So I am a little bit disagreeing with the predictions here. If Rybakina plays great, perfect tennis, serve great, does not misuse that forehand and causes a lot of errors, then definitely Rybakina can win this in straight set or 3-setters. Especially if Iga is not playing her A game from the get-go. If Rybakina is messing up with the serve and the forehand, misfiring a lot, and if Świątek is playing her big-ass A tennis and playing fast, controlling the rallies, fast movement, keeping Rybakina on the run, and serving great, then Świątek got this in the bag. So I would say it's 60-50%. It also depends on consistency. I will lean toward Rybakina's, but we'll see, guys. Warm-up started. We'll see how the match goes. So the match should officially start within 2-3 minutes. Thank you again for joining. All right, match started, and already great serving by Rebecca out wide, and it's 15 love. I'll see how she continues that. Big serve down the tee. Backhand to backhand, and great backhand cross-court winner from Swiatek. Starting to strike and strike big. All right, Rebecca, the roof is open. Conditions are pretty much good. Temperature in the 70s, so it's not bad. So conditions shouldn't really affect any player. There isn't much heat yet. Down the tee. Backhand up the line winner. Great start from Swiatek, 15-30. And remember, mentality, Rebecca has been lately more mentally strong. Swiatek has been on and off with the mentality lately. And Rebecca seems more in form again as of late. We're not talking overall. All right, 15-30. Big serve down the tee is a fault. Second serve, Rebecca. Remember, Rebecca gotta continue those big swing serves. Otherwise, Iga will give her big trouble because Iga's starting very, very strong with the backhands. Backhand to backhand, backhand again. Slicing from Rebecca, backhand goes scored. Rebecca, nope. Missed it. Wow, and that's what I mentioned earlier. Swiatek gotta start putting the pressure on from the get-go. And she is doing exactly that. Rushing Rebecca's return, and she got herself 2 breakpoint chances. Swiatek 15-40. First down the tee is a lit. Thank you for joining. Second serve, Rebecca facing a break point. At the start, she won it, and it's a fault. All right, second serve. Buddy serve, backhand. Nope. What a great deep return from Swiatek, and Rebecca, and I said do not misuse the forehand, but she did, misfiring, and Swiatek easily break. 1 love. All right, great serving from Swiatek, and a couple of returns forehand. And the net from Rebecca, 15 love. Swiatek is really playing very, very focused, very determined. She is looking confident, fully confident. I don't see the shakiness or worrying, and she looks so calm. I mean, Rebecca always looks calm and cool, but with Swiatek, she's looking dangerous. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve, Swiatek. Leading 1-love already. Backhand. Swiatek's backhand goes out. Great deep return from Reback and adding some base to it. 15-0. Swiatek keeps looking at the sun with the toss is bothering her. All right, Swiatek to serve. 15-0. Body serve, Rebecca gets it, backhand, Rebecca has forehand, again misfiring, and Rebecca, how many times did I mention this, guys? Forehand, forehand, forehand. You gotta recalibrate quickly, otherwise you're gonna lose this match. 30-15. Doing too much with the forehand. It's going for a winner too quickly. Second serve, Swiatek. And Swiatek is also playing aggressive here, not just Rebecca with the returns, but faster, rushing Rebecca, taking time away from her. Great return from Rebecca to that second serve, destroying it, hitting it so hard and deep in the middle of the court. Swiatek feet, and Swiatek hits it in the net. 30-0, pressure point. Thank you all again for joining. Buddy serve, backhand. Wow, another incredible deep return from Rebecca came back fast with interest, and Swiatek hits it out. 30-40, breakpoint chance for Rebecca to break right back. Swiatek can deliver a good serve here because she's been predictable the way she's serving so far this game. Down the tee, Rebecca gets it. Backhand from Swiatek. Rebecca with the forehand. Swiatek's forehand. Rebecca on the run. The forehand misfiring again. Again, going for a winner too quickly. Deuce. Because Swiatek has been pretty much repeatedly doing the buddy serve, and Rebecca is doing a good job getting out of the way and hitting it back with interest. Swiatek gotta mix it up a little bit. First down the tee. All right, she heard me, but it's a fault. Second serve. Rebecca has gotta be careful with that forehand. Swiatek's keep targeting it because she knows the backhand is her golden weapon. On the tee, backhand from Rebecca. Swiatek's forehand. Rebecca's backhand goes court. Swiatek backhand to backhand. Backhand goes court. On the run, Swiatek backhand. Rebecca's backhand up the line. Swiatek's forehand. Goes long. Advantage Rebecca, and that's what I say. The Rebecca's backhand is always, for the most part, very well calibrated. Power, aggression, hard hitting, and with precision. That's what she did in this point. All right, advantage Rebecca. Break point number 2. Rebecca also is gotta keep moving. And that's what her coach has been telling her those few matches. That's one thing, gotta move, move, move. Be proactive, not just reactive. Down the tee, Rebecca's forehand, Swiatek's backhand. Rebecca's backhand goes court. Swiatek on the run with the backhand. Forehand goes court. Oh no, again Rebecca, but this one was just out. Back to deuce. Because neither, I mean, they don't lack variety, but they don't have much variety. With the drop shots, slicing, that Rebecca maybe have a little bit more than Swiatek when it comes to that. He could slice pretty well. Or surface Electriantic. Seems like an interesting competitive match, so Ekana's putting so much pressure trying to get that break back. Buddy serve, backhand, Rebecca's backhand could score. Chiantic on the run, Rebecca's being proactive here. Exactly. Moved faster to the net and finished it with a nice forehand winner. And did not miss this time. Advantage, Rebecca. Chiantic is now 100% predictable. Keep going for the buddy serve. No, Rebecca now reads it well. Pretty stepped back and was in the hitting zone. Chiantic under pressure serving. Buddy serve, backhand from Rebecca, a backhand, out. See, she did it again. Like, come on. Another buddy serve when he got destroyed by multiple buddy serves. Rebecca Reddit was ready for it. Massive, quick backhand with interest, and Chiantic hits it out, and Rebecca breaks right back. 1 game's all. Sometimes you just gotta analyze and change your plan and strategy as you move and go into the match. All right, let's see. Rebecca, it's the serve clicks in this game here, because the first game wasn't too good serve-wise. A full second serve. Second serve, down the tee, backhand from Chiantic, backhand in the net. Came back quick from Chiantic. Love 15. Back in one of the main weapons that really helped her, especially here so far, is the big serve and the high percentage. Today is not there. Not there. Didn't show up to court yet. Maybe now. A fault against second serve, and she's giving Chiantic too many looks at second serves, getting herself in trouble, Rebecca. At wide, backhand Chiantic, Rebecca slice it, goes out, and Chiantic already screaming. Let's go, Jazda, love 30. Chiantic is doing very good attacking the second serve. Rebecca did pretty good attacking first and second serve. She knows once Rebecca hits that first serve, it's pretty difficult. But he served forehand. Forehand. Oh no. Came back with interest again, and it goes long from Rebecca. A love 40. 3 breakpoint chances for Chiantic. Chiantic is doing what she does best, rushing the opponent, suffocating them with that fast, quick return. There you go. Welcome serve. An ace from Rebecca. Saves 1, 1540, the leader in the number of aces. The ace was doing longer warm-up than the player herself. A full second serve. Excuse me. All right, Rebecca is still in big trouble here. Needs 2 big serves. Buddy serve. Forehand scored. Chiantic's forehand, misfiring. Great return from Rebecca there. Saves 2, 30-40. Rebecca to serve. Big serve down the tee, and yep. Chiantic barely catches it. All right, first serves are back, chat. Now we have a match. And Rebecca saves all break points from love 40 to deuce. Chiantic were lifting her hands up in the sky, but it was in. Body serve, lands in Swiatek's side of the court. All right, the first serves are here. Advantage Rebecca. Uh-oh. Now Swiatek's gonna be stressing. All that relaxation is gonna be gone soon if Rebecca continues that way. Body serve is a fault. Second serve. Rebecca. 1 point away from holding. That would be a big hold from love 40. Oh no. Careless second serve. A double fault. Back to deuce. Rebecca rushes sometimes with the serves, like slow down in between serves. Okay, this was a fault. Second serve Rebecca. On the tee, backhand from Swiatek, backhand center court. Swiatek in the net, much better for me back an advantage. Playing really aggressive here. And they're very familiar with their games, despite some adjustment changes, mostly I'll say on the Rebecca side. Second serve Rebecca. Body serve, backhand, Rebecca's backhand center court. Swiatek gets it. Forehand goes court. Swiatek on the run. Forehand goes long. Nice deep return from Rebecca and a big hold from La 40. 2-1. Rebecca leads. All right, we have a match now. All right, Swiatek serving at 1-2 down, starting with a great serve, 15 love. Conditions are still okay. Heat, winds. Body serve, Rebecca's backhand. Swiatek backhand goes court. Rebecca slice it, lands in. Forehand goes court. Wow! Really perfect spinning on that forehand. It landed on the line from Swiatek on the run. 30 love. Really great from Swiatek. Put too much spin on that forehand cross court winner after she pushed They backhand out of the court with that out wide serve. 30 love. Buddy serve is a fault. And she's aiming for the buddy serve because Rebecca is tall, I think 6'3", 6'4", I'm not sure. So it's harder to manage the buddy serve for Rebecca. She might get in trouble if she keeps doing it, Chiantic. Now she went with the kick serve and the net from Rebecca. All right, Chiantic is mixing it up, which is pretty smart now. 40 love. See if she can hold quickly and put the pressure back on Rebecca. On the tee, backhand cross court, backhand center court, forehand. Rebecca's forehand cross court. On the run, Chiantic forehand misfiring, goes wide. Better return from Rebecca, 40-15. Rebecca's coach Foucault is telling her to be more aggressive. I think she is. I want her to start misfiring from the forehand wing. Buddy serve, backhand, slice from Chiantic, forehand, Chiantic passing shot. Nope, goes out. Great return. And see, that's what I just mentioned. She's very predictable, Chiantic, the buddy serve. Cut it up. Too much, because he came back with interest, and then she started just chasing the ball, Chiantic. 40-30. A fault, second serve, Chiantic. Buddy serve. Oh, almost Rebecca now. But she got jammed in the net from Rebecca and good hold, Chiantic. 2 games all. All right, Rebecca serving. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Thank you for joining. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and who you're supporting and what's your prediction. Buddy serve, backhand. Rebecca's backhand. First court from Chiantic. Forehand goes long from Rebecca. Love 15. Giving Chiantic a lot of free point. Big serve down the tee. Forehand winner from Rebecca and a much better 1-2. Chiantic tried to chipped it in, which was good, but it came short. 15-0. Rebecca is still struggling with the first serve, second serve. Oh my god, double fault, 15-30. And I agree with Rebecca because her coaches keep telling her to toss the ball higher and higher. And with the sun, she can't even see. She double faulted and she just told him. I mean, you just get a manage, right? The ball toss, it depends with her first, second serve, and it depends on what you see. And there you go. Now, she didn't follow what he said and hit a great serve. Right. I mean, like we mentioned, coach instructions are not absolute. You follow them most of the time, but sometimes you just adjust accordingly based on the conditions. All right, 30 all. Second serve Rebecca. On the tee, backhand. Nice kick serve. Goes out from Swiatek, 40-30. A fault, second serve. And I think she's bothered by the sun. One part of it I can see now. On the bad side of the court, Rebecca serves out wide. Backhand from Swiatek. Rebecca's backhand down the line. Forehand from Swiatek goes out. Missed it. The first return was great from Swiatek, but could not manage the forehand well. And Rebecca holds and leads 3-2. All right, Swiatek is serving at 2-3 down. Big serve. And a center court rally, backhand to backhand. And there Rebecca with the power. Overpowering Swiatek. Swiatek hits it out. All right, love 15. Much better serving in return from Swiatek, 15 all. Swiatek is on fire here. Serving really big and aggressive. Big serve down the tee. Even more powerful and hitting harder than Rebecca here. 30-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve, Swiatek. Serving at 2-3 down, 30-15 in the opening set of this quarterfinal. Playing great so far, Swiatek, for the most part. Body serve, backhand from Rybakina, backhand Koskort, Swiatek's backhand, Rybakina's backhand Koskort, on the run, slice by Swiatek, backhand Koskort again, wow, incredible, catches the line from Rybakina, 30-all. And sorry guys for the thumbnail, because we're doing both streams in one. We're starting with Swiatek and Rybakina, and then we'll be followed by PEGULA taking on ANISIMOVA. So that's the reason you might see the thumbnail on the YouTube video showing PEGULA ANISIMOVA. That's for the next match, official match. This match wasn't planned, but, we decided to stream it since I got a few messages, if we wanted to stream it. So we're doing it. Big, massive serves down the tee with a Jazda from Swiatek, and it's an ace. 40-30. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Billy, for the support. Her serve is a lit. Swiatek is really serving big. But she knows she doesn't, she will get punished by the return from Rybakina. So she's not giving her any chance. Alright, Swiatek, 1 point away from leveling things up in this first set. On the tee, backhand. Swiatek's forehand down the line. Slice from Rybakina, lands in. Backhand to score. Rybakina in the net. Almost a passing shot, but didn't clear the net. Great hold from Swiatek, and it's 3 games all. Alright, Swiatek. Oh, Rybakina serving at 3-all. And she's still, the serve isn't clicking yet for Rybakina. Happened in 1 game and that's it. Second serve, Rybakina. On the tee, backhand from Swiatek. Backhand Koskort, backhand Swiatek on the run with the backhand. Backhand down the line. Guided it nicely, Rybakina. Incredible, 15 love. There you go. That's the serve that Rybakina needed. Massive, big body serve. Swiatek screamed while returning it, and she hit it out. 30 love. She hit the ball so hard, Rybakina. Out wide, Swiatek gets it. Rybakina, wow, how did she chase that return? Incredible from Rybakina. Expected it and hit a massive forehand up the line winner. Incredible 40 love on the stretch. That was amazing. This should be shot of the match. Big serve out wide and a volley. Swiatek up in the air. Lands out. Wow, that is the Rybakina that she's playing the Australian Open. Now she is fully awake. That's the Rybakina who crushed the first 4 rounds. She is here. She was not in the first few games. 4-3 Rybakina leads. All right, Swiatek is ready to serve. Buddy serve, and she succeeded again, getting Rebecca jammed. 15 love. There's that wide. Another great serve from Swiatek. The serves is clicking just fine. 30 love. Interestingly enough, Swiatek's been serving better than Rebecca, except for the last game from Rebecca. All right, I think I jinxed her, so fault. Second serve. On the tee backhand, Rebecca's forehand goes court. Swiatek gets it. Forehand center court. Swiatek, forehand misfiring. Great deep return from Rebecca, troubling Swiatek. 30-15. Another great serve, but got destroyed by Rebecca and the net from Swiatek. It's 30 all. Excuse me. Pressure point. All right. The fault Swiatek in a trouble here on the second serve. There's that white forehand from Rebecca, and it goes out. Great serve from Swiatek. 40-30. Massive serve down the tee from Swiatek. Chipped by Rebecca, but landed on the net. Good hold. 4 games all. Right, Rebecca serving. Second serve. Down the tee. The backhand in the net from Swiatek. 15 love. Rebecca constantly getting feedback and instruction from her coaching books. Nice serve out wide, comes back. Forehand goes court. Swiatek slice it, comes back. Forehand. Winner from Rebecca. Staying focused there, 30 love. That is the beauty of the +1 serve. When your first serve lands where you want it, you can control the next point. First down the tee is a fault, second serve. Down the tee, backhand from Swiatek, forehand goes court. Swiatek's forehand goes court. Libakina's forehand goes court with more aggression. Slice by Swiatek. Another massive forehand. Swiatek's backhand. Backhand forehand goes court. Swiatek's forehand. Rebackhand on the run. Backhand lands in. Swiatek's forehand goes court. Rebackhand up in the air. Land, smash coming. Rebackhand out. Aggressive returns from Swiatek. Kept Rebackhand under pressure. 30-15. Second serve Rebackhand desperately needs that first serve to click in soon. But he serve. Oh, that was a reasonable goal. Swiatek got out of the way. She had it in the hitting range, but missed it in the net. 40-15, that's a gift. Back in at the serve. Wow, an ace! When she needed it the most. At wide. And she holds 5-4. Swiatek will serve to stay in the first set. All right, Swiatek serving to stay in the first set. A fault, second serve. She was going for the buddy serve again and again and again. It's working half of the time or more, why not? Getting predictable. Buddy serve, forehand, Swiatek's forehand. Backhand down the line, Swiatek's forehand. Backhand center court, backhand from Swiatek. Backhand goes court from Rebackhand, goes long, overdoes it. 15 love. Serves that wide is a fault Swiatek, second serve. Under pressure, serving to stay in the first set. Backhand is looking ready. Let's see. Buddy serve, got out of the way backhand. Shiantic backhand, misfiring. Yep, I can tell that Rebecca was looking ready from her eyes reading where this is headed. 15-all. So wide is a fault. Shiantic looking a little distressed here. Second serve. Backhand giving the same look. Buddy serve, forehand over, does it, Rebecca? She wants this back. 30-15. It was within her hitting range, but she overplayed it. On the tee, backhand from Rebecca. Shiantic backhand. Rebecca scores court. Shiantic gets it. Forehand goes court. Shiantic gets it. Rebecca slice. Lands out. Shiantic kept it aggressive. 40-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve, Shiantic. Good chance for Rebecca. Buddy serve. Nope. Repeats the same mistake. Rebecca wasted it. The forehand goes long and Shiantic hold. 5-all. Not challenge Shiantic. All right, starting with an ace. Rebecca down the tee. 15 love. 3 aces so far, but the first serve percentage is still in 42 or 43%. It's not good enough to get her out of trouble. Another ace. Okay. All right, proving me wrong. He's like, all right, I heard you. Shut up. All right, I'm shut. Rebecca, now go ahead. Hit a couple more aces. 30 love, Rebecca. Now it's a fold. Second serve. On the tee, backhand from Shiantic. Kick serve. Goes out. 40 love. Changing conditions, or not change really, but it's getting hotter, so that helps with the serve. So it's helping Rebecca a little bit. A fold, second serve. At wide, backhand from Shiantic. Rebecca's backhand up the line. Winner, massive, incredible redirections with precisions. And she holds to love. 6-5, Rebecca. Sorry, 6-5. Great start by Swiatek, 15 love. That wide is a fault. Second serve, Swiatek. Bloody serve, backhand from Rebekina, Swiatek's forehand. Rebekina up in the air, but doesn't cross the court. Great shot by Swiatek, playing very aggressive and deep. 30 love, looks like a tie break. Bloody serve, backhand to backhand, forehand cross court, Swiatek forehand lands in, backhand cross court, Swiatek on the run, forehand down the line, Swiatek's forehand, misfiring, great from Rebekina. 30-15. Fist bump from Rebekina. Rarely does this. Rare scenes. Swiatek serving. Fault. Again, a body serve. Second serve. 5-6, 30-15. Serving still to stay in the set or take us to a tiebreak. Bloody serve, forehand from Rebekina. Swiatek's backhand. Forehand up the line. Winner from Rebekina at 30 all. Incredible. Much better from Rebekina. The minute I seen Rebekina with the fist bump, I knew she's cooking something here. Being aggressive and precise. Probably. Swiatek is distressing here. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Big chance for Rebekina here. Gotta get it in play at least. Swiatek to serve. Bloody serve. Forehand from Rebekina. Swiatek's forehand. Rebekina up in the air. Lands in. Swiatek's forehand. Wow. Misfiring. Bad miss. That leads us to 30-40, breakpoint chance, and a sit point for Rebekina. Rebekina smart, disrupting the rhythm here in the base. Swiatek to serve. On the tee is a fault, second serve. Biggest chance and moment for Rebekina in the whole set. Again, get the ball into play. Don't go for too much. Swiatek under immense pressure here. Serving to stay in the set. Facing a sit point. Bloody serve, backhand from Rebekina. Swiatek's forehand up the line. Winner! Saves it! 1-2. Deuce. Swiatek delivering under pressure. That wide, that was a very tough angle. It's a fault. Second serve. And Rebecca does it again. Yeah, wide forehand. Swiatek's in the net. He does. Advantage Rebecca. I mean, sit point chance again for Rebecca. Was ready for that body serve. See what Swiatek's gonna do here. Gonna come up with. Don't go for the body serve. Goes out wide. It's a fault. Trying to avoid Rebecca now. Second serve. Big chance for Rebecca. A lot of pressure on Swiatek. But she, most of the time, deliver under pressure. Body serve, backhand. Swiatek's backhand. Rebecca's backhand center court. Swiatek's backhand. Rebecca's backhand cross court. Backhand to backhand. Swiatek's forehand in the net. Wow, Rebecca stayed focused, dominating from the baseline, and she does take the first set. Rebecca 7-5, one set away from the semifinals. All right, great start from Rebecca and a 15 love, starting the second set. All right, Rebecca is doing much greater here. Playing with more confidence. 30-15. First serve is a fault. Second serve, Rebecca. At wide, backhand from Swiatek, missed it. Got jammed, 40-15. Rowdy back in the serving great. Big serve down the tee, backhand. Rebecca's backhand goes out. Great deep return in the middle from Swiatek, 40-30. Massive serve from Rebecca to the body from Swiatek, and she could not have asked for a better start. Reasonably comfortable hold here. One love, Rebecca leading in the second. Right, Swiatek serving after losing the first set, 5-7, and now love one down in the second serve. Great serving, 15 love. Body serve, backhand from Rebecca, backhand from Swiatek, backhand up the line. Swiatek's forehand goes out. Great deep return from Rebecca. Sorry, she missed that second serve. Hit by Rebecca. Love 30. Oh, in a big trouble, Swiatek here. Rebecca has clicked in her game, her focus and precision, and Swiatek is the one under immense pressure here. A fault, second serve, Swiatek. She is showing a lot of signs of frustration now. Second serve. Big chance for Rebecca here. The serve, backhand, Swiatek forehand, backhand goes court. Swiatek's backhand. Forehand down the line, Swiatek up in the air, lands in, backhand goes court. Swiatek's backhand. Backhand goes court again, Swiatek's backhand. Backhand, massive from Rebecca. Wow. Well directed and guided backhand goes court winner, love 40. 3 breakpoint chances for Rebecca. To break and move on with the lead in this second set. Swiatek. Down the tee, Rebecca. Wow, destroying that serve with massive, powerful forehand winner again. And she easily breaks to love. Rebecca, sit and a break. 2 love up. Alright, Rebecca is in a little trouble here. Swiatek is trying to break back love 15, and she had a second serve look. Buddy serve. The lit. Down the tee, sliced by Swiatek, and a massive forehand up the line, down the line winner from Rebecca 15 all. Rebecca, all she needs here is a hold. At all cost. If she does, she's winning this match. Rebecca to serve. 2 love, 15 all. A fault, second serve. Oh no, double faulting, spin reckless here. Bit careless, Rebecca 15-30. Losing that focus a little bit, a little lapse here. Swiatek some hope. Serves that wide is a fault, second serve. Bloody serve. Backhand cross court winner, nice. A big serve to Swiatek forehand, a buddy serve, and hits the ball back. And goes behind her with the backhand, 30 all. Rebecca has all clicked in here. Big serve down the tee, sliced by Swiatek, lands in, and Rebecca easily hits the forehand cross court winner. Serve is just going smoothly here. 40-30. Back in a 1 point away from the 3-love lead. Wow. Big serve down the tee, ended with an ace. Rebecca. And Chiantic is like, okay, what am I gonna do when she starts serving like this? It's almost over. 3-love, Rebecca. All right, Chiantic is under pressure, but she delivers a great serve here. Hits an ace. Desperately needed. Down a sit and love 3 in the second. 15-love Chiantic. A must hold for Chiantic here. Buddy serve is a fault. Second serve. Buddy serve. Backhand from Rebecca. Chiantic backhand. Backhand in the net. Much better from Chiantic. Moved quickly. Returned the ball precisely with great placement. Rebecca tried to chase it, but lands on the net. 30-love. On the tee is a fault. Second serve. Right, Chiantic to serve. 30-love. Buddy serve. Forehand. Chiantic. Forehand misfiring. Yep. Came back with interest. This buddy serve. It's extremely getting very predictable at this point. Rebecca has already solved it. Got out of the way and punished her with a massive forehand cross court. As Chiantic end up overhitting. 30-15. Time to be unpredictable and introduce some variety. Chiantic. On the tee. Much better. Goes out from Rebecca in a 40-15. Chiantic to serve to get on the scoreboard in this set. Wow, nice. Goes out wide, hits an ace again, and she holds. He's on. 3-1, Rebecca leads. Back in the serving at 3-1 up, but that second serve got destroyed by Swiatek. The forehand goes long from Rebecca, love 15. Swiatek is again playing very fast, deep, and aggressive, rushing Rebecca in his return, forcing the error. See how Rebecca is serving here. Big serve down the tee, comes back, forehand down the line. Swiatek's forehand goes court. Rebecca's forehand in the net, love 30. Okay. Swiatek, it's only one break, she knows that. Back in it to serve. Down the tee, hits an ace. 15-30. There's nothing much Swiatek can do about that. Barely kissing the line. It's 99% out, but 100% in, right? That's what they say. A fold, second serve, Rebecca. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you guys are enjoying the match. Down the tee, Swiatek, backhand from Rebecca. Swiatek's backhand down the line. Rebecca's forehand. Swiatek scores scored, misfiring. Wow. He had it, but she overdoes it. Plus, it came fast and too aggressive, too powerful. Could not control the racket, Swiatek, and it's 30 all. Wow. Rebecca and his coach telling her one ace, and she does give him the ace. Goes down the tee and hits an ace, and she found her serve in the second set, Rebecca, now 40-30. 8 aces in the match, 4 in the set. 192 km an hour, fastest. Out wide, forehand goes court, Swiatek on the run, up in the air, lands in. Forehand, Swiatek's forehand, Rebecca scores court. Swiatek's forehand up the line, backhand, lands in. Swiatek on the run, backhand, winner. Massive, incredible. Swiatek did not give up on it. Deuce. Rebecca to serve, deuce. Has no problem when she can serve like this. Out wide, hits an ace. Advantage. Now, the ace box is opened. Frustrating Swiatek. Another ace from Swiatek from Rebecca now wide. Raining aces under pressure, and she holds 4-1 leading. 2 games away from the semifinal. Take on either PEGULA or ANISIMOVA, who are playing next. Swiatek serving under immense pressure. 1-4 down in the second set. Buddy serve. Out from Rebecca, 15 love. Rebecca, like we mentioned earlier, she's more in form, more consistent lately. This will be her 8th consecutive top 10 win, which is incredible as of late. Down the tee, forehand from Rebecca. Swiatek's backhand. Rebecca's forehand. Swiatek's backhand goes scored, goes long. 15-0. Rebecca is playing deep here, aggressive, but with more precision. She's trying not to overhit. Most predicted Swiatek to win this in straight set or 3-setters. As we said earlier in the stream, our prediction was Rebecca actually in 2 sets or 3-setters. So as of now, it stands. On the tee, Rebecca's backhand, Swiatek's forehand. Rebecca's forehand goes scored. Swiatek on the run with the forehand, lands in. Forehand goes scored. Winner, massive from Rebecca, an incredible 15-30. But he served backhand from Rebecca. Swiatek backhand goes out. Incredible deep return again from Rebecca. Lands on Swiatek feet on the line. Swiatek mishit it. Goes wide 15-40, and it's 2 breakpoint chances for Rebecca. She needs 1 to be serving for the match. Swiatek to serve. Bolt, second serve. Feeling the pressure. Rebecca looking so relaxed and extremely confident. Will she double fault here? On the tee, backhand from Rebecca. Swiatek gets it. Backhand goes scored. Swiatek's backhand. Rebecca's backhand. Wow! The backhand goes scored does catch the line. Swiatek is trying to challenge it, but it did catch the line. Yep, it's in. Rebecca does break. 5-1 will be serving for the match. Right, Rebecca is serving for the match. 5-1 lead. Buddy serve, forehand, Swiatek's backhand. Backhand scored from Rebecca, backhand up the line. Rebecca's forehand scored, backhand down the line. Backhand scored from Rebecca, Swiatek on the run. Slice, drop shot, Swiatek with the passing shot. Yep, Rebecca volley in the net. Love 15, Swiatek is giving it her all here. This is the first time Rebecca using the slice and trying to drop shots. She's like, all right, let me try it. 5-1. Rebecca saying, okay, no problem. A fault, first serve, second serve. Buddy serve. Oh, bad miss from Swiatek. It was within hitting range. Goes overly aggressive with the bracket facing down and goes into the net. 15 all. It's a mix of body, mostly kick serve. Kicked high. Back in it serve. Overplayed it, Swiatek. Oh, that's out by a lot. Second serve, Rebecca. At wide. Wow, missed it. Swiatek, the forehand again goes out. 30-15. Rebecca serving great like no tomorrow. Back in it to serve. Down the tee, Swiatek slice it, but it goes out. Another big serve from Rebecca, and that leads her to 2 match point, 40-15. Match point number 1, Rebecca. And our prediction stands. Rebecca to serve. Hits an ace down the tee easily, and she takes it in straight set. Rebecca 7-5, 6-1 into the semifinals of the Australian Open. Will take on PEGULA or ANISIMOVA, and like I mentioned earlier, could be a rematch of 2023 between them and Sabalenka, but we'll see. Thank you all for joining, and the PEGULA ANISIMOVA match should start soon. It will be the same stream, so you guys can hang here on the stream or come back, but it'll be the same link, same live stream. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Incredible from Rebecca. That first start was a little shaky, but she's much better. Was able to readjust. Back stronger in the second set. All right, guys, match started. Anisimova taking on PEGULA, and PEGULA starting strong already. And on Anisimova's serves, PEGULA already got 3 breakpoint chances. Use returns. All right, first serve is a fault from Anisimova. Second serve, PEGULA looking ready. Buddy serve, backhand, destroying it, PEGULA. Massive, up the line winner, breaking to love. One love, PEGULA. Thank you all for joining. All right. As few following on Twitter and noticed the recent comments, I highlighted how PEGULA has been playing incredibly well in this tournament, and she has the overhand over Anisimova. Not just a head-to-head, but also in terms of her returns, aggressions. She can overpower Anisimova as well. Serve has been great, and the return is also incredible, especially in this tournament. Right, PEGULA serving after she broke Anisimova to love. Buddy serve. Forehand, Anisimova's forehand, misfiring. Was a great return from Amanda, but after the first serve, but the second one, overplay it. 15 love. 15 love, PEGULA. And there you go, PEGULA. Massive serve down the tee, 30 love. Another serve down the tee, 40 love. Reigning aces, PEGULA. 40 love. Easing through the service game. A little windy. PEGULA to serve. A fault. Yep. In the breeze. That's okay when it's 40 love. PEGULA to serve. Down the tee. Forehand, destroying it, Amanda. Nice return, 40-15. Thank you all for joining. PEGULA to serve. A fault. Second serve. And they did close the roof a little bit because the heat's going up. Right, second serve, PEGULA. Buddy serve, backhand cross court. Backhand from Amanda, forehand. Center court, forehand. PEGULA's cross court. Amanda on the run. PEGULA ran to the net, but didn't even need to get there because the ball didn't cross Amanda's side of the net. 2 love in 5 minutes, PEGULA. Up and running. Big serve down the tee. Backhand goes court. PEGULA with the slice. Lands in. Slice from Amanda. Goes out. Nice play from PEGULA. Introducing variety there and disrupting the rhythm and the pace. Love 15. Anisimova serving. Love 2. Love 15 down. Buddy serve. Backhand from PEGULA. Backhand center court. PEGULA's forehand. Misfiring. Goes long. 15-0. Body serve. Pegula gets out of the way. Forehand, but Amanda overhits it. What an incredible return from Pegula. Manages that body serve so well, gets out of the way, hits the backhand deep to Amanda's feet. Amanda overreacting, hits it out. 15-30. Pegula has been ruthless lately. A fold, second serve, ANISIMOVA. Second serve. Body serve. Could not get out of the way enough here, Pegula in the net. Much better from Amanda, 30-all. On the tee backhand, Amanda's forehand. Pegula's forehand was scored. Moving to the net. Forehand in the net from ANISIMOVA. Nice. Return from Pegula. Amanda's getting frustrated. Breakpoint chance again for Pegula, 30-40. Playing fast, taking time away from Amanda. Amanda's overreacting to the ball so far. Their pressure. Down the tee, backhand from Pegula. Amanda's backhand down the line. Pegula with the slice, lands in, and ANISIMOVA's backhand was scored. Pegula up in the air. Forehand, much better from ANISIMOVA handling this high ball. Deuce. Much better from ANISIMOVA, still under pressure. Deuce. Down the tee, much bigger serve with the come on advantage, ANISIMOVA. On the tee, backhand down the line. Pegula couldn't catch it. Massive deep return, and she holds, gets on the board. 2-1, Pegula leads. What a rally, incredible. Started with a good point from ANISIMOVA love 15, but then PEGULA with a great serve and a great deep returns on the rallies. 30-15, PEGULA. Serve is a fault. PEGULA is trying to go 3-1 up in the first set. 30-15 and serving. Buddy serve, backhand. Forehand from PEGULA. Amanda's forehand. PEGULA's slice, drop shot, lands in. Amanda's with the volley. PEGULA with the volley. Amanda could not catch it. Incredible variety from PEGULA. Incredible serve, an even greater return from PEGULA. The 1-2 and the relatively easy hold and stays ahead, PEGULA. 3-1 in the opening set. Great serve from Anisimova, but the return came back with interest and she overhits the forehand. Love 15. PEGULA is continuing to strike with perfection and precision. Love 15. Anisimova serving. A fold, second serve. PEGULA has improved significantly. Despite being 30-31, she's still making adjustment and improvement to her game. Buddy serve, backhand, Amanda's backhand. PEGULA's forehand center court. Amanda gets it. Forehand up the line. Backhand up in the air. PEGULA with the smash. Incredible. Wow, 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 wow. Running backwards in the sun and still lands it in. Love 30. Wonderful from PEGULA. That's what I was saying. And even her fitness and athleticism and movement, the serve, the return, the variety, the aggression. She's the one who can even overpower Anisimova and, for the most part, Sabalenka. Right, Anisimova in a big trouble here. Down the tee, backhand cross court. PEGULA's cross court. Anisimova in the net. What another deep return to the feet of Anisimova from the baseline. Love 40. Dominating PEGULA. 3 break points to go. 4-1 up in the opening set. Thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying the match. If you haven't done so, please hit that like and subscribe button. Show us some love and support. All right, Anisimova again under pressure. A full second serve. Big chance for PEGULA here to get the double break lead. Buddy serve, forehand. Goes long. Nice buddy serve from Anisimova. Saves one. 15-40. Still a long road. All right, Anisimova trying to take her time with the serve. Sorry for the interruption. PEGULA does break again and gets the 4-1 lead and serving. That's a big trouble now for Amanda. Trailing behind. All right, PEGULA first serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving at 4-1 lead in the opening set. Buddy serve. Forehand in the net from Amanda. 15 love. Always trying to find solutions here. About time you start readjusting and thinking of plan B right now. It had some issues with the Wi-Fi, but now the issue with the Wi-Fi is fixed. So sorry for the interruptions. PEGULA was able to hold 5-1, and now she is halfway on Amanda's serve. 15-30. ANISIMOVA is serving to stay in the first set. Down the tee, PEGULA's backhand down the line. PEGULA's on the run, forehand. PEGULA slice, lands in. Forehand down the line, backhand cross court. ANISIMOVA on the run, backhand center court. Forehand from ANISIMOVA, wonderful, nice rally. 30 all. PEGULA did everything right, but ANISIMOVA was able to find an answer. ANISIMOVA serving to stay in the first set. 1-5, 30 all, still under pressure. But incredible returns from PEGULA. Keeping the pressure on. Down the T, it's an ace. Anisimova needed it desperately. 40-30. Anisimova to serve. Down the T, backhand from PEGULA's forehand. PEGULA's on the run, forehand. Anisimova gets it. On the run, down the line. Backhand from Anisimova. PEGULA gets it. Lands in. Anisimova by the net. Smashed it, winner. She holds. Much, much better from Anisimova. PEGULA will still serve for the first set. 5-2, PEGULA. All right, PEGULA serving for the first set, starting with an ace. 15-love. Down the T, backhand. Amanda's backhand in the net. 30-love. PEGULA is playing with perfection, flawless, clean tennis. 2 points away from taking the first set 6-2. Serve down the T is a fault. Second serve. First double fault. After 5 aces, 30-15. Thank you all again for joining and sticking around. Let's serve. Fault. Second serve. Don't know if it's the sun or a little tension here. Buddy serve. Got destroyed by Anisimova. Massive backhand. Down the line winner. 30 all. Big serve down the T. Backhand. Comes quick from Anisimova. And PEGULA overreacting and hits the next backhand wide. And it's a breakpoint chance from Anisimova. 30-40. First breakpoint PEGULA faces in the whole set. That wide is a fault. PEGULA second serve. Big trouble here. Still had the comfy lead and break though. That wide, backhand from Anisimova, backhand down the line. Anisimova's forehand misfiring, goes long, saves it. PEGULA. Deuce. Overhitting and overplaying it, Anisimova. Pegula to serve. At whites, trying to avoid the strike zone is a fault. Second serve. Buddy serve, backhand, Pegula's backhand center court, Amanda's backhand, Pegula's forehand cross court. Amanda gets it. Forehand down the line, on the run. Wow, wow, wow. Could not chase that ball. Anisimova, Pegula kept her on the run. Advantage, Pegula, set point in 29 minutes. Being efficient all week, Pegula. Big serve is coming. Buddy serve, forehand, goes long. Great deep return from Anisimova. Deuce. Bullet to serve. A fault second serve. On the tee, backhand, Pegula's cross court. Amanda's backhand cross court. Go down the stretch, backhand up the line. Forehand from Anisimova. Forehand cross court. Anisimova down the line. Pegula with the slice. Lands in. Slice from Anisimova in the net. Terrible slicing. Advantage Pegula. Pegula is playing so smart, introducing variety. The minute Anisimova get into this heavy, hard striking rallies, she interrupts the rhythm by throwing slices, changing the pace, changing directions, playing smart. Right, Pegula. At point number 2, 5-2, advantage. Down the tee hits an ace, and she does take the first set, Pegula 6-2. Incredible start. All right, Anisimova must come up with a plan B, readjust, recalibrate, and use something beside the power and aggression because it's not going to work against Pegula. Pegula can overpower her. Otherwise, this is going to be a very, very quick match. Pegula takes the first set, 6-2, in about 31 minutes. All right, Anisimova to serve in the second set. And remember, Pegula had to go through so many injuries and recovery for many years. Her career actually took off in 2021, where she jumped from ranking in the 60 something, got into the top 10, and since then stayed in the top 10. Broke into the top 100 at 24 years old. That tells you about her resilience. Right, very start from Anisimova, 15 love. Her serve is a fault, second serve. Down the tee. Pegula overplays it. The forehand goes long. 30 love. Much better from Anisimova. Hopefully, Anisimova is not thinking about this, but Pegula 18-1 when winning the first set at the Australian Open. Backhand to backhand, forehand. Pegula's forehand was scored. Anisimova's forehand. Forehand was scored again. Anisimova in the net. 30-15. Baseline rally, for the most part, going towards Pegula's side. There's that wide is a lit Anisimova. At wide, Pegula's backhand, incredible. Came back with interest, and Anisimova goes all the way down, but the backhand goes wide. 30-all. And that was a great serve by Anisimova, but still came back from Pegula. Pegula's reading it so well. Pressure point. First serve is a fault, second serve. A must hold here mentally for Anisimova. Oh my god, double fault. 30-40, breakpoint chance for Pegula to start the second set. First double fault in the match from Anisimova. Pegula had one earlier. It might be a repeat of the first set because that's how PEGULA started. The first set by breaking ANISIMOVA. Right, ANISIMOVA serving, facing a break point. Ugh, that was way out. Second serve, trying to go slide that body serve, didn't work. Second serve, body serve, backhand from PEGULA, ANISIMOVA's backhand winner. Much better. Deuce. Serve is a fault, still a deuce. Second serve, ANISIMOVA. To the serve. Smarter. Backhand from PEGULA, forehand in the net from ANISIMOVA. And it's advantage, break point, number 2 for PEGULA. Because ANISIMOVA now is serving really good. I would say somehow great, but it's just the placement gotta be smarter. Because it's within the heading zone for PEGULA, and PEGULA is reading it very well. You gotta confuse her. You gotta mix it up. You gotta trick her. Not just serving great. Down the tee, PEGULA chips it, lands in, forehand down the line, PEGULA up in the air. It goes out, much better from ANISIMOVA. Deuce. Saves 2 break points. Down the tee, PEGULA's backhand, ANISIMOVA's backhand in the net. Another miss. Advantage PEGULA. Break point number 3. ANISIMOVA is not ready for that return. Gotta be ready that it's gonna come back because PEGULA is a great returner. Don't just serve great and say, yep. On the tee is a fault. Second serve. A lot of pressure here. PEGULA is getting closer to the baseline. Intimidating. The serve. Down the tee, PEGULA's forehand goes long. Nice. Kick serve by ANISIMOVA, bounce it higher. Saves another break point. Deuce. Serves down the tee, comes back from PEGULA, forehand goes court. PEGULA's backhand goes court. Misfolds it down the line. Cross court from PEGULA, forehand. PEGULA on the run, slice it, lands in. Forehand down the line. Much better redirection from ANISIMOVA, and it's a winner. Beautifully done. Advantage. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Body serve, backhand from PEGULA, forehand. PEGULA's forehand down the line, backhand. Forehand goes wide from PEGULA. Good hold from ANISIMOVA. She needs it. All right, great start from Pegula. Big serve down the tee and followed up with a nice volley at the net. 15 love. Serves down the tee is a fault. Second serve. A let. Nice serve out wide. Forehand goes wide from Anisimova. 30 love. Pegula is serving smart. A fault. Second serve, Pegula. But he serve. Nice jamming Anisimova. And the backhand goes wide. 40 love, Pegula. Too many errors from Anisimova. 20 or 20 plus so far. 20 and 9 from Pegula. Down the tee. Again, forehand lands in. Pegula ups in the air. Lands and the smash is coming. And it's a winner from Anisimova. 40-15. Pegula serving at 40-15. Down the tee. Forehand goes court. Amanda's forehand goes court. Pegula slice it. Lands in. Backhand goes court. Slice again from Pegula. Backhand goes court. Nope, doesn't cross the court. And the net from Amanda. Easy hold for Pegula. 1-1. Simova's getting frustrated. Rightfully so. Anisimova on the serve again. On the tee. Great serve. Backhand goes long from Pegula. 15 love. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Big chance Pegula again is getting by the court baseline. Trying to threaten the second serve. But couldn't adjust quickly. It's in the net. 30 love. Much better from Anisimova. Massive big serve and the forehand. Flying winner from Anisimova. 40 love. Now, second set, they're going head to head. They're playing pretty much equal. Pegula is a little edge. Down the tee, forehand from Anisimova. Pegula's forehand goes court. Anisimova gets it. Pegula's forehand goes court. Overdoes it. Pegula playing overly aggressive. Anisimova holds the love. That should give her much more needed confidence. 2-1. Anisimova stays ahead in the second. All right, Pegula is getting ready to serve to try and level things in the second set, serving at 1-2 down. Serve down the T, chipped by ANISIMOVA, backhand. ANISIMOVA's backhand goes long, overplayed it, 15 love. ANISIMOVA's Keda, pepper down the aggression, try to get into more rallies. Pegula, first serve is a fault, second serve, waiting for a dip in Pegula's level, which is unlikely. Out wide, backhand in the net from ANISIMOVA, gets jammed, but that's a missed chance. Wasn't too bad, she was in the heading zone. 30 love. That wide is a fault, second serve, Pegula. But he serve, forehand goes court. Amanda's forehand, Pegula's on the run. The forehand misfiring, goes long. 30-15. Pegula to serve. But he serve. It's jammed again, ANISIMOVA. The backhand goes wide. Great serving by Pegula, 40-15. Nova could not do much on Pegula's serve. Great placement for Pegula's serve. Goes that wide is a fault, second serve. Pegula is making over 70% of the second serve winning percentage. On the tee, backhand from ANISIMOVA, overdoes it again, goes long, and Pegula with another easy hole, 2 games all. ANISIMOVA serving at 2-2. Starting with an ace out wide, great serving, 15 love. Trying to get away from Pegula's heading zone. On the tee, Pegula chips it, but couldn't catch it. Another great serve, 30 love. Much better. On the tee, backhand from Pegula. ANISIMOVA gets it, forehand goes court. On the run, ANISIMOVA, but the forehand misfiring, goes wide, 30-15. Five unforced errors so far from ANISIMOVA. Down the tee, big serve and the net from Pegula, 40-15, serving much better ANISIMOVA. She needs it. Fault, second serve. Double fault. Took 2 big risk on the second serve, 40-30. This is a big point. Down the T. Much better. Chips it in the net. Pegula and she holds. Anisimova still up front in the second set. 3-2. All right, Pegula serving again to level things in this second set. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Down the T. Backhand in the net from Anisimova. 15 love. Still cannot adjust. Match is moving up quickly. It's 57 minutes and it's halfway into the second set. At wide, forehand goes court, and Anisimova forehand goes court. Forehand up the line, backhand from Anisimova, backhand in the net from Pegula. Much better from Amanda, 15-all. Big serve down the tee. Forehand. Anisimova's backhand. Volley. Passing shot. Nope, doesn't pass. In the net from Anisimova. Pegula kept the pressure at the net. 30-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Pegula. Big chance here for Anisimova to challenge Pegula's serve. The serve, forehand, slice from Pegula. Forehand goes court. Pegula's backhand up the line. Forehand goes court. Pegula's cross court. Nope, doesn't cross the court in the net. Much better. 30-all. Serve is a fault. Second serve. This is maybe the biggest chance for Anisimova in the whole match. It shift directions. At wide, forehand. Pegula's forehand goes court. Down the line. Pegula with the slice. Forehand goes court. Pegula cross court. Backhand. Oh, overdoes it. Anisimova goes long. Was a great chance. 40-30. Shaky return. The nerves. Gotta clear her mind. Buddy serve, backhand, Pegula's forehand, center court. Forehand from Anisimova. Again, misfiring goes long, and another relatively easy hold. Pegula stays close, 3-3. Griol, and Pegula is playing very calm. She does not feel any pressure because Anisimova not so far put much pressure on her. Playing comfortably. Anisimova to serve. Griol. There's that wide is a fold. Second serve. That wide. Oh, almost Pegula. Backhand goes wide. 15 love. Samova's going big on the second serve, not giving Pegula's chance to get that hefty return back. A fold, second serve. Another chance for Pegula. Side the box, Pegula, ready to return it. Oh no, double fold, 15 all. Down the tee, Pegula chips it in. Forehand going behind Pegula, much better. 1-2 from Anisimova, 30-15. Anisimova to serve. Wide backhand from Pegula, forehand. Pegula on the run, cross court. Pegula with the slice, lands in. Backhand down the line. Pegula with the slice, not this time. Hard hitting from Anisimova, 40-15. That wide is a fold, second serve. On the tee, backhand misfiring from Anisimova. Great return from Pegula, deep to Amanda's feet, 40-30. Down the tee, backhand, forehand, Pegula's cross court. Amanda's forehand cross court. Pegula's down the line on the run, and Anisimova at the backhand. Slice from Pegula, lands out, much better. Good hold from Anisimova, stays ahead, 4-3. Amanda leads. Right, we go to back serving at 3-4. But misses the return, and Anisimova now is putting the pressure on love 15. Is trying to make moves. Like to serve. Wide is a fault, second serve. Big chance for Anisimova here. He had only one breakpoint chance in the whole match against Pegula. Couldn't capitalize it. Big serve down the tee. Anisimova missed it. Great placement. 15-all. Pegula staying calm, composed. Big serve down the tee. Forehand. Anisimova's backhand down the line. Pegula's forehand in the net. Missed it. All right, making moves. Anisimova here, 15-30. Pegula lowered her aggression a bit in the second set. She had constant pressure on Anisimova in the first. Big serve out wide. Pegula gets it. Anisimova with the forehand. Winner, much better. Incredible return. A great put up way at the net. It's her two breakpoint chances, 15-40. That was an incredible angle from Anisimova to even get to that shot, let alone return it and get it back short and make the winner. Is that wide? Forehand. Wow, nice from Pegula going behind Anisimova. Great serve and even greater return. Saves one. 30-40. Pegula needs a big first serve to get out of trouble here. Down the tee. Forehand. Backhand cross court. Pegula's backhand up the line. Anisimova gets it. Pegula's cross court. Anisimova's forehand down the line. Pegula cross court. Anisimova. Pegula's in the net. And she does it. Anisimova keeps the pressure and she does get the break. First in the match, 5-3. Will be serving for the second set. Let's see if we're going into 3 sets here. All right, Anisimova serving for the second set at 5-3. Her serve is a fault. Misses the next love 15. All right, Pegula is really trying to break back. Still too early. Nova struggling with the ball toss. At wide. Nice buddy serve. Goes out from Pegula, 15-all. Buddy serve, backhand. Backhand cross court. Pegula's backhand lands in. Down the line. Pegula's forehand. Backhand in the net from Anisimova. Pegula is playing faster and deeper. 15-30. Anisimova to serve. Hold, second serve. Big chance for Pegula to break right back. Unless Anisimova can deliver a big, well-placed serve here. Probably gonna go for the buddy serve. Kick. He does. Backhand from Pegula. Anisimova's backhand cross court. Pegula's backhand center court. Forehand from Anisimova. Pegula's center court. Forehand in the net. Yep, Pegula kept it center court, not giving her direction. Breakpoint chance for Pegula has 2. Smart play by Pegula. Anisimova to serve, facing a breakpoint while serving for the second set. 5-3, 15-40. Down the tee is a fault, second serve. Under a lot of pressure here for all the hard work she did in the second set. Pegula's looking ready. See. Buddy serve, Pegula's forehand, backhand from Anisimova. Pegula with the slice, drop shot, backhand cross court. Pegula's cross court. Anisimova down the line. Pegula's down the line. Forehand, backhand cross court. Anisimova's backhand. Pegula's center court. Anisimova's forehand. Pegula's cross court. Goes long from Pegula, overplayed it, saves 1. Anisimova 30-40. Much better. Staying focused here. Still facing a break point. Probably gonna go buddy or out wide. A fault. Second serve. She tried the buddy serve. Second serve. Lots of tension. Second ball toss 2. And it's a double fault to handle Pegula at the break. Wow. Great serve, and they're getting into a very long rally. And guess who wins this rally with the aggression? Anisimova does. She kept the pressure, kept Pegula on the run. Enter Pegula. It's hit. Love 15. Pegula serving to stay in the second set. Down the tee is a lit. Would have been a great serve. Down the tee. Forehand goes court winner. What an incredible 1-2 from PEGULA. 15-all. Praise for impact. Massive serve down the tee. Was ready for that return. Hit that quick forehand to court winner. Second serve, PEGULA. Out wide, forehand. Misfiring from ANISIMOVA. 30-15. Massive serve down the tee from PEGULA again, and the net from ANISIMOVA. 40-15. PEGULA playing aggressive, taking risks. 16 unforced errors. ANISIMOVA nearing 40 unforced errors. I think it's 38 now. There's that wide. Simova gets it. Forehand down the line. Backhand from ANISIMOVA. Backhand from PEGULA. Center court. Forehand goes court. PEGULA on the run. Goes court. Goes long. Much better from ANISIMOVA. 40-30. Keeping the pressure on. Down the tee, forehand, goes long, another big serve from PEGULA to Holtz, 5-all. ANISIMOVA to serve, 5-all. Down the tee, PEGULA chips it, lands in, forehand down the line. PEGULA's backhand goes court, backhand from ANISIMOVA. PEGULA's backhand center court, forehand center court. Forehand goes court, ANISIMOVA gets it. Forehand on the run, almost PEGULA. Almost goes just wide, 15-love. ANISIMOVA to serve. A full second serve. Oh my god, double fault. 15-all. 5 double faults so far. He went too big on the second. Buddy serve. Forehand. We go down the run in the net. Much better 1-2 from ANISIMOVA. 30-15. Making up for the double fault. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Down the tee, PEGULA's backhand. Forehand down the line. PEGULA Not enough. Slicing in the net. 40-15. Goes down the tee is a fold. Second serve, and the first serve percentage is really dropping here significantly. Doing good with the second, though. Excuse me. Double fault. 40-30. ANISIMOVA to serve. Tosses. Wide, Begula's backhand down the line, Begula on the run, chips it. Then send, backhand down the line, Begula's backhand cross court, and ANISIMOVA's backhand cross court, and ANISIMOVA's down the line, Begula's cross court, lands in, forehand down the line, backhand down the line, ANISIMOVA cross court, Begula's cross court, down in the net from ANISIMOVA. Wow, what a rally from Begula, staying aggressive and focused, and we're at deuce from 40-15. What a striking from Begula. So clean, so precise. Pressure here. Fold, second serve. Oh my god. A double fault. Advantage, Begula. Break point chance. 7 double faults in the second set. A lot of pressure. Golden chance for Begula. It's a big serve, ANISIMOVA. Down the tee, Begula chips it, lands in. Forehand down the line. Begula's cross court, down the line, center court. Forehand in the net, much better. Deuce. A fold, second serve. Wow. Wow, wow. Buddy serve. Begula gets out of the striking zone and smashed that forehand cross-court winner, destroying it. Came back with interest, with full confidence and commitment. Advantage, breakpoint chance for Begula again. Just adding more pressure on ANISIMOVA. At wide, backhand, ANISIMOVA down the line. Begula's cross-court, forehand. Backhand center court, ANISIMOVA's forehand in the net. Wow, broken. Begula 6-7 will be serving for the match. And move into the Australian Open semifinals. Pegula serving for the match. At wide. Forehand down the line. Wow, wow, wow. 1-2 catches the line. 15 love. Barely kisses the line. Incredible from Pegula. Big serve down the tee. Forehand goes court. Forehand from ANISIMOVA. Pegula's forehand center court. ANISIMOVA's forehand catches the line. Pegula up in the air. Lands sand. Smash. Backhand. ANISIMOVA with the volley. Pegula with the lob. ANISIMOVA with the smash. Great defense. Pegula should have done a passing shot instead of that lob. ANISIMOVA, great defense. 15 all. Serve down the tee is a fault. Second serve, Pegula. Has not been broken throughout the match. See, she's serving for the match. Is that wide? ANISIMOVA gets it. Forehand down the line. And on the run, ANISIMOVA. Pegula puts it away. No, another up in the air and smash. Pegula doesn't miss this time. 30-15. Staying focused. Playing so confidently with calmness and composure. Incredible. Incredible, Pegula. Not just the first serve. The second serve is great. 70+% winning the second serve that's been challenged constantly by ANISIMOVA. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. One more point for Pegula. Get the huge relief. Get to match point. At wide. Oh no, a double fault. 30 all. Okay. Little tension. Pegula to serve. 6-5, 30 all. Down the tee is a fault. Second serve. Mova. Getting ready. On the tee, backhand. Backhand center court. Mova's forehand. Pegula's forehand center court. Center court to center court. Forehand cross court. Pegula's forehand cross court. Backhand down the line. Pegula's cross court. Backhand down the line. Winner from ANISIMOVA. The golden backhand and breakpoint ANISIMOVA. To take us to a tie break, unless Pegula's gonna lift up her serve here. Wow, wow, wow. Pegula missed it. ANISIMOVA shaking her head, doesn't believe it. Pegula missed it, and we're going into a tie break. Wow. Tie break time. Great hustle from ANISIMOVA. Let's see here. ANISIMOVA got herself to a tie break. Body serve, backhand from Pegula, backhand ANISIMOVA, backhand cross court, ANISIMOVA's backhand, backhand center court. Was long, overplayed, Pegula 1-0, ANISIMOVA. There's that wide. Backhand down the line, guiding it very well, Pegula 1-1. Much better. Where was this serve and return when you were serving for the match? That was a great serve out wide. Pushes Anisimova out of the court. Court wide open, hits that backhand line winner. Big serve out wide. First court going behind Anisimova. Anisimova catches it. Pegula with a nice touch at the net. And it's a winner, 2-1, Pegula. Nice drop shot. Anisimova serving. Tie break, 1-2, down. A fault. Second serve, rather have her do an average serve than faulting. Buddy serve, backhand from Pegula, forehand. Wow, overdoes it. Goes long from Anisimova, 3-1 Pegula. Any break. Mova in a big trouble here. Big trouble. She needs this point. Yeah, wide. Pegula's backhand. Backhand in the net. Wow, Anisimova. Wow. Great serve, but Pegula was ready. Massive backhand. First court, deep to her feet. And the backhand goes into the net from Anisimova. 4-1 Pegula. Pegula holds here. This is pretty much over. Buddy serve, backhand goes long. Great buddy serve from Pegula, 5-1. Right, they're switching sides. Pegula serving 5-1 in the tie break, playing the perfect tie break. Pegula to serve. Down the tee, big serve. Needed it, well placed, 6-1 Pegula. Now, it's on Anisimova's serve, serving to stay in the match. Multiple match point. This goal is level fully collapsed. There's no coming back from this. Out wide, backhand from Pegula, and Simova's backhand in the net. And it's Pegula takes it. Moving into her first ever Australian Open semifinal, Jessica Pegula, as we predicted, chat. That was incredible from Jessica Pegula. Incredible. Well, thank you all for joining and for supporting the channel. It's Jessica PEGULA on what is, I would call her dream run, because yes, she made it to semifinals of a Grand Slam. She made it to US Open final. But the way she's playing at this Australian Open is just crazy good, incredible. Out of the, I wouldn't call it out of the blue, but she's just, if you ever followed her, she's playing an incredibly high quality, clean tennis with full confidence and determination, and physically fit and also very efficient. This is her biggest chance at a Grand Slam to finally make it happen. Anisimova, a great run. Take the lesson and keep moving forward. Thank you, chat. I'll see you in the next live stream, which will be soon. Djokovic taking on Musetti.